Hello traders, Gary Wagner here just about noon in Honolulu, 5 o'clock in New York. It is Wednesday, December 27th, 2017, and this is the Daily Report for Gold and Silver. The rally continues in the precious metals markets with the entire complex showing respectable gains on the day. Gold up $4.30, closing at $12.9180. Silver up 14 cents, closing at $16.75. And palladium gaining over 1.3% on the day and has exceeded the price of platinum last week, and it continues to run rampant to the upside. This all in light of a fractionally lower U.S. dollar. Dollar down about 0.2%, 92.62, with fractional gains across the board in U.S. equities. Dow up 28 points, closing at 24,774. S&P up 2, and the NASDAQ in essence unchanged. Considering that the Dow has gained about 25% this year, any kind of additional gains is icing on the cake. The Bitcoin bubble continues to burst as we saw downside moves down about $815 when we look at the CME. In essence, we've got about a $15,000 price in Bitcoin, $15,100 when we look at the CBOE, and $14,970 when we look at the Mercantile Exchange Bitcoin futures. Even with holiday volume clearly evident at this point, the precious metals complex as a whole has been exhibiting higher pricing on a daily basis and nice solid gains. Gold, for example, trading up currently $4.80 with February's futures contract fixed at $12.9230. We are looking at a daily candlestick chart, and we can clearly see the most recent moves in this rally and the fact that we have seen solid moves above both the 200-day as well as the 50-day moving average. Subscribers taking our advice have now moved their protective stop up on their long position to just behind the 200-day moving average, which is currently fixed at 1270.80. And I also suggested that you can use this as a trailing stop mechanism, so as the 200-day moving average ascends, because that would be the direct result of a continuation in this rally, you can consistently trail that stop up higher. In terms of volume, we can clearly see that there has been a diminished volume, with today's volume at around 112,000. And considering that we had volume up around close to 500,000 contracts being traded at the beginning of this month, we can see that we have had a clear and decisive decrease in volume as we move closer and closer to the new year. Therefore, traders, my recommendation, maintain our current long position, which put us long roughly at 1265. That is this area right in here, and maintain our current stop level. And traders, silver has also been advancing in price in a very, very respectable manner. We have a nice gain today, up almost 0.9%, a 15-cent gain at $16.75. We talked about different levels of resistance that silver could run into, and one of the levels that I looked at was the potential for some resistance to come in at around $16.74. We have clearly traded above and have at this point closed above not only this price point, the 50% retracement, but it also coincides with the 50-day moving average. That's quite impressive. In terms of our current levels that we would look at, just as we are looking at $1,300 per ounce as a potential level for resistance in gold, the corresponding number with silver comes in at around $17 per ounce, up to about $17.50. We've got these tops that come in right here. Resistance anywhere between $17.50 and $17 per ounce. For those trading silver, I recommend that you maintain your current positions as we work with our gold contracts, raise stops when we raise stops on our gold trade. And of course, one of the reasons for this recent price ascent in the precious metals complex as a whole is that these metals are paired against the US dollar. Dollar has been under pressure. We are looking at a daily bar chart. We can clearly see the dollar's decline ever since hitting these highs at about 74.25. currently trading at 92.61 with no real solid support coming in till about 92 on the dollar index. This, of course, is on a technical basis. And traders, lastly, I do want to take a quick look at Bitcoin, which continues to gyrate wildly in terms of the activity today, down about $1,000, $14,800. This is the CBOE single Bitcoin contract. Considering that this market began trading at 15,000 before it rose dramatically to 20,000, 20,500 to be exact, only to subsequently fall down to 11,000, we are trading well above the 50% retracement. This, of course, is a retracement of the entire range. The range I'm looking at is from these highs here at 20,500 to the recent lows here. I believe we could see a further decline, and as I am on record, I believe we could see Bitcoin go as low as about 13,000. I do believe long term that we will see this market gain value. I also believe that we will see a little bit more, or could see a little bit more, downside pressure in Bitcoin digital currencies. Considering that we're just a couple of days away from the last days of trading of 2017, and we have had a dramatic reduction in volume, we are still exhibiting solid, respectable gains in the precious metals. Specifically, gold and silver continue to run to the upside, and my personal feeling is that there is still more upside potential in this rally. This has been Gary Wagner, wishing you as always good trading. We will talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.